Yep.
Winging it.
Yep. Oh, I gotta get a 13 all up out of here though. 13, you want to
You
just leave?
can't. You can't speak anyways. It's fine. No.
Yeah, it's just in the video. Actually, yeah, you're fine, 13. I just have to uncheck this. There we go. Cool. I just didn't want the video showing up on there so that our cams are a consistent size. All right.
Oh,
I think we
gotcha.
are good to go. I am going to get chat stream up quick before I get going here.
Gotta pull up your page too.
Yep. All right. Hello, friends and fellow gamers. I'm That Zero, and we are back with episode 10 of Cap Raise. I'm here, of course, with my always beautiful Jawline Coon.
What's up, guys?
And we do not have a DK today, but, we will manage, we'll pour one out for the mans. But he has some stuff going on, some personal stuff, so we are having a duo cast today, so gonna be great. Gonna love it.
Yeah.
All right. So, how's it going today, Ja? How you doing, man?
Playing a whole lot of not LC, but on the bright side, managed to get little Guts cosplay Lance over here.
Indeed. Guts Ike cosplay.
Man, we've been getting lucky on these step ups, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it took me a few to get Maja, admittedly. I was.
Oh, you did some multis?
I did some multis on him because I have no willpower to pull, like, no matter what. I mean, I didn't do much, but I probably did like at least 3 or 4. So
okay.
yeah, I definitely did some. And then my very last one that I did, I got him in his arc. So I was like, well,
Nice.
never punished.
It
All
paid
right.
off, I guess.
And then Lance, step up.
That was it. That was
Easy.
insane. That was
GG,
pretty
easy.
jazzed. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Anyway, so main thing to talk about today is we got a new unit. We finally got Shift Lance in the game. Nice. I think we all kind of expected him to be sometime this year. And yeah, it was pretty easy to guess from their teaser exactly who it was. I don't think anybody had a doubt in their mind that it wasn't Shift Lanceveil.
Yeah, as soon as I saw it, I was like, man, that's Lance. I don't know who they trying to fool, but it ain't me.
Yeah. And yeah, he's pretty cool. I mean, in a way, the easiest way to describe him is Thunder A2, but he definitely does some unique stuff that kind of makes him stand out in some regards. A little bit better in some cases, a little worse in others. So we will get into it. Should we just walk through his kit and stuff?
Yeah, go ahead.
Does that sound good?
I mean,
All right,
if you
let's do that.
Take turns covering shit. That's fine with me.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if there's something specific you want to talk about, just stop me. Otherwise, I'm just going to roll through this.
No, not really. Just go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, right out the gate, resistances are pretty good. Thunder, illness, blind. No curse resist, but still, that's fine. Weak to poison. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh.
Whatever
Oh,
shall
God.
we do? These are some
I don't
pretty
know
good
why
resistances, too. Like, up in ice and fire? That seems a tad bit off. Like, getting plus 20 and plus 15, that's really good. I didn't even notice that before. Like,
Really countered Roy, duh.
True. Yeah, we're going to see some more of that. But, the general spread, like, they're not usually very creative on this stuff. Either they've got, like, some rainbow coverage with, like, light and dark weaknesses, or the opposite of that. Or it's just, like, plus 40 thunder, minus 30 earth, maybe a plus 5 here or there. Like, that's usually what they do. This is, like, that's pretty good. Pretty good.
I like the ailment resistances. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Blind, stun, and illness.
Mm-hmm. And the other reason that that works out really good is some of his gear choices that I like on him fill it out like perfectly. It's really, really good. He ends up being nil in a fair amount of stuff if you build him, at least the way I like to build him. But, all right, abilities, Swift Thunderbolt. So this is kind of a relatively standard S1. It's got a little bit of an engage. It says charge. This is a pretty small range overall. I would compare it to something like what's the best thing to compare it to? Have you played with him much?
I've really only used him just for the event to like get the points and like teach him stuff. But like off screen, I haven't really used him much. Like and how you say that he reminds you of A2. I can say the same as well. Like I don't have her, but just how he feels and how he plays, like his moves or whatever, they are very similar to A2.
Yeah. So This is basically like a very short range dash, kind of like Leona's S2, where like you have to be within a certain range and then it kind of jumps to the enemy, except his is more of like a cone with a similar range. So like you can't just like vertically leap up onto somebody. You need to sort of be, a little bit on the screen. A bit of horizontal. Yeah, like more horizontal.
Like on the same plane.
Yeah, so like it's not exact line of sight. There is a small cone to it, but it's basically that. So if you're running at somebody like at a diagonal, you'll probably still lock on and be able to get in.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's not great. The S2, this is just damaging combo attack. Nothing overly crazy. A bunch of his attacks attack pretty slow for the most part, which we'll get into kind of why in a little bit. This one, the thing that I noticed with it is it does have a really wide range. So like if you're just jumped in the middle of a screen on something, you're probably going to get some damage hits on a lot of the enemies that are there. So like it's pretty wide.
Right.
And Supreme Thunder is kind of similar as well. You kind of do a leap about the same range, it seems, as Swift Thunderbolt, so pretty short range. And then he does like this plunge attack onto an enemy, and then starts just with some big, slow-hitting, wide area smacking attacks. We could actually hop into a game and probably look at some of those, I suppose. And then his ult is, what you'd normally expect from an ult. Single target. It's got a damage cap up. As far as I could tell, it doesn't seem as crazy as something like Alice.
It's incredibly slow, dude. His S3.
Oh, yeah. It's very, very... the S3? Well, there's a reason.
Yeah.
There's a reason for it, though, and because of the way he's supposed to play, it's very good. He's not a DPS unit. Like, he's not just out for raw DPS. He's not. He'll get outpaced by a lot of units. Like, A2 will do better than him, even though he's got a higher cap. She just attacks quicker, and that's just how it is. But the thing that his slow attacks do is, one, he is still dishing out a good amount of damage, like, per stock, just not per second. And it seems like his times on getting skills back are pretty good. So, like, when you're getting kills and with, like, Pose of Honor, or with Pose of Glory, or even just natural regen from haste and such, he seems like he can keep skills up pretty reasonably well, which is good. And part of that is kind of just because he's slower. But then let's take a look at his traits over here. So we've got, I assume, Take Mikazuchi.
Ooh, look at that. You speak Japanese. Amazing.
Is that right? Is that right? Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
Close enough? Okay, cool.
Sounds good.
So, sword equipped, physical attack plus 40%. Sweet. And damage cap plus 5,000. Great. That's basically just better doppelhander without the crit built in. So implying, he's going to be a big sword user. Great. And then when only one sword is equipped, enemies more likely to faint, break plus 200%, and physical attack damage plus another 20%, and an extra 15k damage cap. So we're already first trait plus 20k damage cap, up to 30k. Sounds great. But single wield, it's effectively 15k total. Like if he was on dual wield. So like, it's not crazy yet. He's going to need to do more. As far as the faint and break, this basically is to just help him not feel so bad about not dual wielding. Like, he'll still do better. Like, he will do more. If you wanted more break damage, you would still dual wield him. But this makes it so it's a marginal increase to dual wield him, meaning, like, with all these other bonuses, you just want him to single wield. Like, pretty obviously. Yeah. And, like, he can still be competent at breaking, He's not, like, best breaker in the game, but he is a very solid breaker. So that's always great. Now, this skill. This is kind of, like, his bread and butter and the thing that makes him, like, interesting and stand out a little bit more and like a little bit weird to use and inconsistent. When using a skill, can't be interrupted by most attacks. This is what we call super armor, and he's the third unit to get it, and it's fucking awesome. It's one of the best skills in the game. He has it, Baran has it, Roland has it. So only three.
Summoner Lena also has it.
Wait, really?
Yeah, Summoner Lena has it. Although I don't think it's to their levels, but yeah, she's got it.
That's weird. Okay. I wish she was good. All right. Moving on. I mean, that's great in general. So what that means is, like, normally the biggest problem, in my opinion, to having slow attacks is not only raw DPS, but also it means that if you get flinched, you can lose a lot of damage off a stock. Like, that's a big problem with Dante and why he's so ass. Like, he takes a long time for, like, his S2 and especially his S3. You know, they have pretty long animations, and it's really easy to just get knocked out of it and just lose like 80% of your damage, and it sucks. But him, he's just going to keep on wailing and feel great. And it basically means like with these longer animations, he has more time where he's just fixed on the ground and doing stuff instead of like being lifted by spells or CC'd and pushed back by somebody. He's just going to keep on trucking, pushing out the damage. Might not be the best damage, but it's consistent damage at least in regards to like getting the base hits off. So next part of this, to kind of reinforce him just being in there, taking hits and dishing him back, you know, bruiser style. If attacked during a skill, so if super armor is helping him, damage plus 150% and cap plus another 20k for the next skill hit. So this
good damage. That's crazy.
Well, it is crazy, but it is inconsistent and kind of niche just because it is a skill hit, not all the skill damage. Like if it was, you know, while like for the rest of the skill it gets extra damage, then it'd be cool, but it's basically as far
it's one hit?
Yeah. It's the next hit. So it's basically if you're taking if you're taking a bunch of hits, it seems like it doesn't have my little bit of testing I've had time for. It seems like there isn't really a cooldown on it. So like if you're taking persistent damage from like a spell that you're fighting through, or you have multiple enemies dinging you for damage, then like you can get multiple of hits from his skills to be getting this effect.
Right.
So then it works, but it makes it a little bit more niche. I could see something like the Kraken fight when like the rain comes in, you could just keep slapping and get extra cap, you know? So like where everybody else is doing no damage, he's in his prime, which is cool.
So this has no limit?
No, this is, yeah, as far as I can tell, it's just when you get hit, like if you take a tick of damage while in a skill, the next hit will do more damage. And then if you get hit again, the next one will do more damage. Like it's not
shit.
Yeah, like I don't think it's not going to like stack on the same hit, but it's basically you get a charge of it and then it gets used, and then you get a charge of it, then it gets used.
Oh, so it's just one. Okay, all right. I thought
so
you
like
were trying to say that it had multiple throughout, like getting hits.
No. I'm not saying like it can all stack up on one hit. I'm just saying like if you have 10 hits over the course of 3 seconds, and you get hit 10 times, like in between each of those hits, or 20 times even, and like it's in between, all 10 of those hits could potentially get the cap. There's just not a ton of scenarios where like it's going to be that ideal, you know? So it's a little bit niche, but it's something extra he gets for like being in the face of enemies and like wanting them to be hitting him. And the place where it's really, really good, if you hadn't thought of it, is Arena.
Oh, it not crossed my mind. Thank you for telling me.
Because, you know, if, say like Roy throws a fireball that hits everybody on the map, he's definitely taking hits. And now all of a sudden you're getting a plus 150% bonus damage on your next hit. And in Arena, you don't care about DPS. You just need some spike damage to nuke somebody. So it can get pretty silly. I don't have him fully built, so I haven't done super ludicrous things. I've hit like 40k on him before, but I've also done that with A2. I've done it with Leona. But I've seen like tweaks get over 90k in Arena. So like silly things can happen if the stars align. It's pretty funny.
So we got DK here, but he says that he can't. He says that he can't speak. He says he's only allowed to do push to talk.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. I mean, maybe we'll have to switch back over to the other one. Let me see here. Yeah, because we thought he was muted before, but apparently this is still not solved, so that's really irritating. All right, do you want to just pop over to yours then?
Yeah, that's fine. Sure.
Swap over to your server. All right, we'll be back in here, guys. Sorry about that.
Hello?
Yo! Hey.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll just have to figure something out. Like there must just be something wrong with my server going on, but I don't know what's up. Yeah. You got a camera you're putting on? If not, that's fine. Just making sure. Cool. We good? I think we're back. Everybody hearing us just fine?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear y'all. Yeah.
Yeah. Why, y'all?
Beautiful. All right, getting back into stuff. So DK,
No.
We were just kind of going through some of the base stuff, abilities and traits on Lanceveil. You want to give us your base impressions on the boy before we
No,
continue?
I want you to give me your damn Lanceveil is what I want.
You didn't get him?
Oh no.
You didn't get him?
No,
Damn.
man. No, man.
Why you do
Ouch.
him like that?
Oh man.
How is it that the guy that wants him the most and the guys that want him the least get him? That's some.
how it
That's how
goes.
gacha games work, bro.
That's some
Yeah.
bull, man. I was like, I saw, I stayed up. I did the respectful thing. I like stayed up all night, waited for him. I actually did a pull on stream. I did quite a few actually. 15K on free, and then the step up, and I got 2 of the arcs. Oh man, arcs is so nice though. I love the arc.
Yeah, I mean, I love the art on it. It's some of my favorite art in the game. It's so good.
Yeah, I don't think we have anybody like really stabbing anything in any of the arcs.
It's just
So
it's so dynamic. It's so freaking cool.
It really is, and it pops. It
Yeah.
really pops. But I'm sure we'll get to that here after we talk about Lance. I don't know what to.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so I was just going through Brave General and kind of how his thing is, drawing some attention, getting smacked by things, and basically not caring, and just like hitting things back extra hard, which is super cool. The biggest place that it's important is Arena, just because it can help you get really big spiky hits, which can help you to just one tap somebody.
That's what me and Tweaks were talking about.
Yeah,
before he launched.
Yeah, in PvE, he's not nearly as crazy because the crazy damage caps are not super consistent unless you're in like a really niche fight where it happens to be the case. Maybe you're having some board wide, like getting hit by Blizzard or another Tempest or something, and you can just like keep swinging through those things, So
yeah.
But there's niche cases where it can be good, and like he's still like a solid unit, and he has some of these other things to offer. Like just having super armor in and of himself makes him nice, even if his DPS is a little bit lacking.
Yeah.
So
You know what I find funny though?
What's that?
He's got rage resist +2, but the only unit that applies rage is fucking Gobble.
So
I don't understand that.
Okay, so we've talked about some things before of like, maybe not on the podcast, but like they have these rage mechanics. Either they're going to completely abandon them, or eventually we're actually gonna get some rage enemies. I can only assume if they gave him rage resist as a brand new unit, not one from over a year ago, like the other 2 units, they have to be planning to bring rage into the game. Like, much more than it is right now. Like, I would not be surprised if, like, the next time trial has, like, rage enemies or something. Like, has it as a thing. Like, why would they do this otherwise? Like, yeah, I get it. It was on the old unit. But that's not a good enough reason. This is a trait. Like, we look at traits as, like, defining characteristics of units, usually.
Right.
This is goofy as hell.
Zero,
just I don't mean to cut you off, but my camera's not on your Discord or the Discord.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I know that happens sometimes.
Yep. Yeah, I just have to flip over to get that on there. That's why I was asking about it before.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool.
So, all right, cool.
Now I see it.
Back up. We good. Nice. But yeah. So
okay, I didn't want to see you anyways.
So again, yeah, that's just the thing. I wouldn't be surprised if we also got something eventually. Maybe when we get some new content like that, maybe we get an arc as well that allows you to gain rage resist for like X amount of SC or something. Kind of like how we can gain faint resist or something, So
I just thought it was funny because again, Gobble's the only one that applies it. But you got a point. Yeah, maybe in the future or whatever, there's gonna bring someone or enemies that apply rage.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be surprised.
I never thought,
Like even though I'm like, oh hey, he's DPS wise not as good as others. If we get like a some sort of scenario crafted by Adis that's like there's a ton of like magic CC going on or lots of enemies knocking you around, you can get rage to limit like your abilities and stuff. And things like that. Maybe things can't be flinched, which means some people that rely on like juggling don't do very good. Suddenly, him being like unflinchable, resistant to rage, and like constantly doing big damage, like he could be like the most desirable unit possible for that PvE content.
Right.
Other than like maybe Maja still because he's broken, but
I think when we all saw Rage, we were kind of like, what the hell is Rage?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't because I've talked to I've seen it before. I've talked to Jawline about it before and like where it exists right now. But when I saw it, I was just like, okay, we must be getting Rage. Like they're not abandoning it. There's no way, because this is the goofiest thing to put on here to then just like not use it ever. Like I don't know. That's my feeling on it, but we'll see. We'll see if we end up getting anything for it.
Yeah.
All right, skills. Yeah, basic stat ups and stuff. He gets none of the crit stuff, which I'm actually kind of sad about. Like, I would have much rather seen, like, crit 3 instead of advanced aim vitals here, to be honest, just because 7 for that is so expensive, but, you know.
He's got auto crit. That's something.
Yep, he does have auto crit, so not too bad. Royal Armor, Soldier Mastery. This is kind of a different one. I don't think we've seen this before. So it gives...
No, we don't.
Yeah,
Soldier Mastery? Yeah, that's new.
Yeah, so strength plus 10%, you get Sniper Slayer, and then minus 10% from snipers, so Sniper Shield.
Roy?
Yeah, so you get Sniper Shield, Sniper Slayer, and plus 10% strength. Cool. I dig it. Human Shield. Hey, look. More minus 20% from Roy. Great. Love it. Mm-hmm. Now, I do have a feeling, unless you're building him really tanky, this is not nearly enough to counter Roy on its, like, by itself. I just don't. Right. I don't think that it is. He hits way too hard. Like, if you have him built right, you can sometimes still one-shot a Gorm, and he's supposed to be, like, super-duper, like, easy to counter Roy. But, like, you know, Roy just slaps if he's built up right. But
I'll just accept it, bro.
But this helps, though. This helps. So... if you want to do it, you can do it. I think there's potential he could do it better than A2, you know? The only negative is he is a human, which means he does get slayed by him already. So it would have been nice if he came with, like, basically the Nullify Slayer effects against them. That would have been crazy.
Isn't there an arc that does that?
No.
Nullify Slayers? No,
that's a unit-specific thing. Like, only a couple units have it in the game. Gen is the only one off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's more.
A little bit.
Yeah, so you said auto crit, auto haste. Nice things to have for free. Love it. Patience, pride, so whether he's high HP or low HP, you know, he's got something going on. Help him get back up into the fight.
Pride 2 does come with the damage cap, though, doesn't it?
No. It's just better. Yeah, it's just better pride. 30% instead of 20.
It's just 30%.
30%.
Yeah. Gale Force, which we've seen on a bunch of units lately. So again, max HP, some extra SCT speed to just help out that natural regen. Thunder High Drive, great include. Thunder Attack rates 3, nice. Little damage cap, some extra boost. Thunder Critical Raise, great. Yeah, there's some extra free cap.
I don't know why they gave him this. This motherfucker has like 2 hits on his auto or 3.
Yeah, but he slaps so hard he just gets full MP, and you don't have to pay 11 for it.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, you don't need 11 for it. Pirate Feast, I mean, I love when I get it for free.
Oh yeah,
that's
awesome.
Nice,
I love it. I'm on board. Bless Speed. I'm a huge fan of Speed, so getting it for free is great. I can't stand spending 8 on it. So lovely.
Shockwave 2.
Shockwave 2. So this could be one of two things, but it's interesting. I'm assuming it's a higher percentage. Like, if it does literally what Shockwave does, I assume it's just a higher percentage chance to hit. But doesn't normal Shockwave say chance to break enemy guard? This says nullify. So, like, I wonder if it is something else completely, but I don't know. But I swear regular Shockwave just says break enemy guard. But
nullify.
Yeah. So, I don't know. So, like, what if it was, like, a plot, like, I don't know. Like, makes it so they can't block anymore for, like, 40 seconds or something. But I'd imagine breaking the guard puts their guard on a cooldown anyway. So, yeah, I don't know. A little bit weird, but...
It works.
Cool. I mean, again, big arena thing. You know? Like, he's going to just murk people in arena.
Shockwave also says physical attacks have a chance to nullify.
It does say nullify? Okay, cool. Yeah. So then this is going to be the same as Shockwave, but probably just a higher chance to hit. I don't know if they stack.
I'm assuming.
Most things...
I have no idea.
Yeah,
it should stack.
Yeah, most things stack, just like Terra Melt, Terra Melt 2, Sky High 2. Like, I would imagine this probably stacks, so, like, nothing can guard against you, probably. Yeah, pretty good. Just checking...
Favorite sword.
checking stuff real quick in chat. All right, cool. Yeah, favorite sword. Great. An extra free, consistent 10k damage cap with 30% damage for using one weapon. Love it. Instant strike. I mean, this is kind of the only reason to throw a little bit of extra crit on him, because, like, you have a chance of your stuff capping for extra, which is great. We've only had this on Leona and Kyle before this, so yeah, he's just getting all sorts of the single hand stuff.
13k though, man, that's a crazy butt or if that's
yeah,
that's
but
Oh.
yeah. So like again, this is a thing that is massive in arena as well.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing that'll get
That
you to
one
one shot
hit.
people. That's why like you can build Kyle as a super tank, and then he could still randomly one shot people because he could just get a crit
I've
with an
seen it.
insta strike proc.
No, I've seen it, man. That's crazy.
So it can be pretty huge. The only thing we are missing, though, for him is Doppelhander, which I actually kind of like, because it means I have a unit that actually wants Doppelhander that I can actually give it to, now that I got Psychic.
I'm still missing that arc.
Yeah, I just got it off the... is one of the few things I got from the anniversary stuff, so... Boom.
Ooh,
Nailed it.
Nice.
New toys. Sword boost or mega boost, which means obviously put sword high boost on him. You know, they always have to leave some holes for you to teach stuff. Easy learn there. Sharp Eyes, great. He's got Goddess Kiss to fuel it as well. He needs all the multipliers he can get since, like, huge caps. This one's situational, but, I like it. I want to see more of it. Just an extra 5k damage cap for enemies in break.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm down. And this technically applies to dual wield if you for some reason wanted to, but we've seen.
Have you like actually tested his break to see if it's anything amazing? Like just full on break?
I've done a little bit, and he seems fine. Like, it's not bad. It's definitely not bad break, especially single wield, but it doesn't wow me. It's not like better than Merity or Zykes or like, people that are traditionally like, holy shit, they have crazy break. He's not on that level.
Oh, okay. All right. I was just wondering.
He's good, but not busted by any means.
Gotcha.
Like, I feel like DeGrogue is probably better too than him. Maybe they're about the same, but yeah. I only tested it a little bit though because I haven't had a ton of time. But comes with Breaker as well. Cool, nice. Ambition, I like this as well. Just makes it better for fighting bosses. Basically, whenever you're fighting things higher HP than you, which is high-end PvE content generally, just an extra 20% damage. Great. And Sleeping Lion. This is pretty nice. Probably part of the reason that he has Patience too as well, which you can of course stack Patience as well, but this is a Awaken effect, but it's kind of a unique Awaken effect for him. So instead of like normal Awaken gives you some speed, and then it gives you basically all the basic stat buffs. I think that's it. Along with
reminds me of Del Morto's passive or his trait. Because isn't it something similar to that? Let me check. Because I know when he takes when he's close to that.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Something procs.
His is when every time he takes fire damage, he has a chance to basically prevent all damage and gain SCT.
Here it is. When close to death, SCT recovery speed plus 25% physical attack damage. All right, I guess it's.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, yeah. So he just has.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's something close
like
to
that,
death.
I guess.
Yeah. I would compare it.
Enough.
I would compare it a little closer to like if not the regular Awaken, like DeGrogue. Like when you get down to 30%, you get a full heal and then you get stronger. So like DeGrogue's does that too. She enters her like demonification mode where she gets extra cap rate, she gets extra physical attack damage. Probably some damage resistance, I think. But anyway, his, instead of getting some basic stat boosts, you fully restore HP. Maybe it's not full, but it seems like it's a full heal. Increase your movement speed, just like Awaken. Your strength goes up by 100%, whereas I think Awaken is 20, 50? I think it's 50.
I thought it was 50.
I think it's 50, yeah. And then SET recovery speed plus 50. So like these are basic buffs. So like if you're already running like fast speed or fast strength or fast haste or whatever, like this will just override them with a better buff. But yeah, pretty good. I do wish that he came with something like Indomitable Spirit so that like you could prevent death and then get this effect. Like, this maybe is a case where like maybe Determination kind of has a use for 6SC, to just like be able to take the hit and then hopefully get this off. Time stop stuff is still going to murder you anyway. which is kind of why, determination is bad. But, in PvP, people that are lucky enough to have from 0, hey, instant include, just like it already is, and pretty insane. So, yeah, Sleeping Lion, just a unique, free Awaken effect that is better than Awaken, in my opinion. So, great. Edgar, Shockwave stacked? I would assume so. Seems like it probably does. Everything else does that is a similar effect, so I would be astonished if it does not stack. All right.
But
yeah, and also though, it might not stack in the sense of like becoming. It was called out 5% and 7%. It doesn't mean it necessarily says 12%. It could simply be like a 5% chance and also a 7% chance on every hit. So like not literally additive stacking, just having double potential triggers. So yeah, I'm not a probability guy, so I don't really know exactly how that works out, but yeah. So that is Shift Lanceveil. Do we want to go in and actually like look at his attacks and things like that, or do we just want to talk on the stuff and move on to the next topic? Anything you guys want to do in particular?
I mean, I don't. That doesn't matter to me. It's not really anything like special. It's just
you hush your mouth.
Yeah, I mean, he's not even that cool. I almost wish I could have just saved my collab,
I wish
my
I
collab
did,
karma.
to be honest.
Hey, both of y'all.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, I mean we can if you want. Like I said,
love you, bro.
I just don't think he's anything special.
Yeah,
I don't know what I think it's a Fire Emblem calling my name, man. That's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, let's be careful. Let's talk on his art a little bit. This is a badass pose, badass background. This just looks excellent. They killed it. Yeah. Most importantly, he now has a sprite with the correct fucking hair color, so that's a big win to me.
And he has and his sword actually has an animation on it, bro.
Dude, it looks so good.
It's pretty cool.
And he looks sick in game, like just dragging that big ass sword around.
This is huge for sprites in this game because we don't have animated stuff like this like ever.
Yeah. It's pretty great. I love it. I love it.
I think the only other animated thing was what was it? Zuglis's paid sword, right? That had changed.
It was like $40 for that damn thing.
Yeah,
that shit was $40. You think I'm gonna pay that? Hell no.
Hell no. Well, now I got it now.
So
back then, hell no.
Hell yeah, no way.
So
man.
Speaking of paying for stuff, let's take a look at his paid real quick.
Oh no.
I get a sword. I would get a sword if I could.
This is not where I wanted to go. Oops. All right, we're coming in here. All right, so yeah, he's got a sword, almost 200 strength, cool. Thunder element, we don't have many thunder swords. There is the one from, I believe, Tours that gives you an extra 10% damage if you're hitting weak. And then there is also the twin blades, which I believe give you pursuit attacks on regulars. I believe that came with the Alice event. So as far as if you want to be on element, this probably is best option. But
yeah, we got like 3 thunder swords. Assuming you got 2 of them from events.
Yes.
So I was just checking. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. So I do think that his paid sword is pretty good. Gives you a cap raise plus 1500, which I don't think is that really matters.
Pretty minor.
Yeah, single wield it doesn't matter.
But the damage cap that he has, yeah.
Yeah, I'd much rather if it was like, if this is the only weapon equipped, give us like plus 4,000 or something, like just like make it better. I feel like they're just really tame on these caps. This is how it has kind of always been. Like they're scared to give single wield free cap.
Yeah. Right.
We'll see that on his arc as well. Physical attack damage plus 10%. That's just always good. And then break. This is kind of the thing that stands out as also being good because other than Iron Pipe, we don't have this on any weapons in the game. So, like, if you did want to maximize break on him, you could dual wield this with Iron Pipe. He'd actually be looking pretty good. But
would that be better than his single wield break thing trait?
Oh yeah,
no, but
yeah, it would be better. But you make sacrifices. But you make sacrifices in like damage and stuff.
All for the sake of just breaking.
Yeah, all for the sake of breaking. So
ideally, what if you we fight a boss that only deals damage and break or something like that? Imagine this character like full break.
Shit,
attack.
I'd run Gobble. I wouldn't run Lance.
Yeah, just bring Gobble. Lance can be there to just do some damage and help with break a little bit. Yeah, I do think though. I mean, just having it though single wield as it is, like this will stack on top of whatever his default break is. The breaker, the 200%, I'm pretty sure everything's additive for break anyway. But still, extra 50% is not bad. So
I wonder, does break cap out like percentage wise?
no,
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 right?
No.
You can just go
no,
as
it
high as you
doesn't.
want,
It can just keep going as high as
Boost
you
that
want.
motherfucker
That's
to the
pretty
moon.
badass, man. If you really think, because I
Yeah.
know like something to cap out, like casting speed does cap out at 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
Right?
mean, I don't know if we really know
Is it
that, but like, there's literally no use for anything above it, so like, it doesn't matter.
Right.
I don't even know if any spell takes 100%. I think 90 is the highest I've seen.
I think it's 8. Yeah, I thought 80 is like a comfy, but if you want like instant or 90, right?
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, it depends on the
Really?
tier of skill. I think like Apocalypse is one that takes 90 to be instant. You know, but there's not very many. Most of them are like 80 to 85 for the really high end stuff. Some of them are
Right.
70, just like healing. So yeah. All right, his other thing, cool little headband. So first off, I mean, stun and blind resist. This makes him nil based on his innate stuff. So like, that's pretty good. Crit rate plus 5%. That helps instant strike consistency. Cool. Plus 56 strength. That's not bad on an accessory. I don't know why the fuck they give him plus MP. This just
You need that MP, bro. Goddess
Dude.
kids. Come on.
no, dude, this bothers me. Like people have argued with me before, but like I hate the fact that they make me buy MP upgrade nodes on my physical DPS that are going to be using Sharp Eyes. So Sharp Eyes just eats more with zero benefit and makes it harder to sustain themselves. Like this literally will make him take like an extra probably 1 MP at least.
Listen, no one's forcing you to buy the 0, okay?
I'm
It's just
not.
there.
I'm not getting it.
All
I don't
right.
have any paid. I'm just saying. I don't know why they do it. It's annoying. Like, just give him some more defense or something. I don't know. Some HP. Anyway, special damage plus 20%. Nobody cares. Physical attack damage taken minus 10%. That's actually kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we've got so many sources of reducing physical damage. Like getting minus 10% on an accessory. Like, that's actually kind of crazy. You can get 10% here. You can get a minus 25% with God Gold armor if you want to. That's 35. You could get
Got human shield, so another 20%.
yeah, and then he's got the sniper shield for, you know, when you're fighting Roy, I guess is pretty much it. But still,
Yeah.
the human shield is good. Because he's got super armor, he can probably use Steely Intent for 4, which is another minus 10. Because he won't probably get
Shit.
so he probably won't get lifted. You can get you know, a grand protection buff, which that buff is just a flat 35 physical damage resist. Like, you could be making this motherfucker like have almost no investment and still taking like 1 damage in certain fights. Like,
We don't have fast grand, do we? It's just fast protection.
yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I was trying to think of where we had that, but I don't think we have that.
Yeah. The next closest thing we have is we'll see the new new arc that we got as well. The new arc has an effect that
Right.
can give us a grand one of those, which is cool.
Yeah, I could make. If I had Lanceveil, I would make him the biggest tank. I swear, I have everything to do it too. Just wait till I
It's
get
gonna
him.
be good. Yeah.
Fight
Also
me in
Dragon.
arena.
Also Dragon Tempest. Give him some extra strength. Also another minus 10%.
Bro, I'm gonna give him Gourd Ward, the arc, minus 20% from humans.
What about
Easy.
Ganon? 100%.
That's probably what I'll run on him in arena is Ganon, just because
Yeah.
Ganon made my A2 stupid tanky. I had to put Stonebird on her because like Lugs and Roy's had trouble killing her. They were just fainting. They were just fainting her.
Is that
Dude, Ganon is
That's-
busted, bro.
Ganon is
shift?
super
That's
good.
Gorms, right?
No,
No,
yes, yeah, it's
no.
Gorms. Yeah, it's Gorms.
Okay. All right. I don't have.
Oh,
that.
Gorms. I thought you said Goroth. I don't know why I heard Goroth.
Yeah,
what?
I started to hear it too. That's why I was
My
about to
accent.
agree with
My
you.
accent.
Yeah. So
Ganon
anyway,
would be a freaking LR, man. Ganon's
Yeah.
crazy.
so I mean, this is pretty good. I definitely kind of like it. It's not bad. The only thing that I dislike about it is because Lanceveil does not have really much for movement skills. Like he has very small lunges, like I talked about on his S1 and his S3. He really needs movement speed, or he has a hard fucking time.
We can
But
fix that.
he does take speed very well, and he gets super zoomy.
Oh
And
yeah, I've seen it. Speedy boy.
It looks awesome. So it kind of helps his stuff, but that means if you wanted to use this accessory, you're giving up movement speed potentially with either like I like running speed shoes and the mithril relief. Easy includes +3 total off your accessory slots. You could potentially replace speed shoes if you wanted to. I think mithril relief is really nice for helping you with his hitting those high numbers, but yeah. Yeah, good stuff.
Move on to the arc.
Yeah, before we do, we can at least talk about real quick stuff that's in here. He's got a prism.
Oh.
He's got a prism in the event shop. So while we're in here, I figured I could just say that there's a sword. Yeah. There's a sword we can look at. It's basically a baby version of his paid. It's just low stats, gives you some physical damage. It's thunder element. Cool. If you're new to the game, pick it up. It's gonna be real good. Great. Battle. What's up?
I'm actually thinking. You know how we were talking about this, I think last time, but we're talking about possibly Ada's doing a alchemy lab for paid, and I think they might be aiming for it. If they use all the new characters that are coming out, they do have gear. If they're combining the paid gear with the event gear, I'm sure that's something that we could see in the future.
Maybe.
So, like, yeah, I really think so, man. I really do. Because if you think about it from here on out, we've had just nothing but... There's always a gear for a character in there.
Could be a potential. And,
yeah. Because I would give people, while you're talking, I was like, how would we do paid gear? Because I was like, what if a lot of people don't get the sword? What if it's like, I'm going to go ahead and skip it. But what if, like, this is something that they're setting up for, like, next year? Like, the alchemy paid or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it's definitely a thing they've done consistently, so they could do that and just say like, hey, we're gonna take the free-to-play option and the pay-to-play or the pay-to-win option, and we're gonna give you a reinforced version via Godforge.
Like the URs, like the Kagasuchi was our first, and everybody's like, oh shit, I don't have Kagasuchi.
That totally could be a thing. And so this is actually his Arc Ether reward, also as a dumbed-down version. So minus physical percent, good strength, plus some stats, I guess. In general, if it's a choice between this or if you were playing during the near collab, run Machine Clothes. It's way better. Similar stats, but you get +2 movement speed, which is the highest you can get. And movement speed is just super nice.
Man, his movement speed.
I'm sorry, but it helps a lot, especially on units like him.
Bro.
Like, there's a big difference between spending 4 to 5 seconds getting to an enemy to do damage versus spending like 1 second to get there. Like, that's a lot of DPS loss if you just have to keep running around, especially if there's knockbacks and knockups. And like another thing that I notice is like if you have enemies that are like any amount of quick and they're like moving vertically, like the fucking goofy Lugmechia things that like running around like fucking chickens in some fights, like you can be so slow that you cannot actually catch them at like an appropriate angle to initiate some of your skills because they move to you and then past you so fast you can't get to them within a range for some units. Like Baran has a hell of a time sometimes, like just getting to a point where he can actually use some of his skills. And there's some other units too where it's just bad. Usually older units, because I think they've done a better job with like having a little bit more of like cones on some of your initiating for newer units, so it's not as bad of a problem. But yeah, man, it's a big deal. You can laugh at me all you want, but using with no movement speed versus putting like at least 4 or 5 on him, it feels great. All right, back over to the gotcha. Let's take a look at his beautiful, beautiful arc.
Bolt Bearer's Ascent.
Boom.
Pretty cool art.
It's good.
I did get that.
I like it a lot.
I did get that. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Nice. I did. I got 2 of them.
Beautiful.
My man got it twice.
Got it off a single daily and I think the temple.
Nice. So for me personally, for rating the arc, I mean, arc is 10. Like the art is 10 out of 10. It's fucking awesome. That's just so badass. Stat wise, pretty good. Really nice bump in HP, strength, and defense, which is
a lot of HP. What the fuck?
Yeah, I think that's getting close to Kagasuchi. I'm pretty sure.
Actually, I could tell you exactly what it is because I already leveled up my ether points on that, and it stacks pretty damn good. Nice. Y'all. It goes up to 460 on strength, and right now my defense is at 377.
Nice, pretty good.
Yeah, very, very solid.
So as far as actually equipping the arc, I think it's fine. I don't think that it is crazy personally, but like it's pretty good. Thunder physical attack damage plus 20%. Okay. We have arcs that do a lot more than 20%, and this is limited to physical and thunder, so all right, fine. When using a special, apply physical damage taken minus 30, so like not quite grand, but close enough to a grand debuff. So considering the other physical damage resistances we were getting, at least a special could do something, whereas normally it would just be some damage, I guess. But so that's neat thing to just help the bruiser side of things. And then when equipped with only one weapon, plus 2k damage cap. I like that they're at least doing things like this, but this shit's weak. I'm sorry, it just is. I mean, it's...
if Ganon didn't exist, though, this would actually be really good for A2 besides the Thunder attack because she does use her her special to get more damage cap. So, 30%.
Yeah. I guess it just depends. I just like getting more damage. Like, it doesn't help her damage, though, because it's limited to Thunder. Like
no, I was
like
I'm
getting
just about
getting 2k damage cap on a single wielder is like nothing. It's like less than 5% of an increase. When you're capping for like 50, 60, sometimes 70k depending on your build, 2k ain't shit. Like nobody cares. You know? I just they could have they could have gone more on it.
It's clear that the arc obviously, was meant for him because just looking at it,
literally
yeah.
It's to me, in my opinion, it's alright. It's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
if I don't think even if I had it, I don't think I'd ever use it even on Lance because I don't know. I don't think I'd use it.
Well, there's other things that you could use, like the people that have grinded out, unlike me, to get like Game Master. I'm happy to take Game Master for like movement speed and plus 40% constantly. That's all right. That's pretty great. Or Silver-Haired Swordsman for when you're fighting a boss. Again, constant plus 40. Also Mecha Dragon. You can give him the 2 typings for it. It allows his regulars, when you're getting Goddess Kiss procs back, you could potentially apply a Thunder Res debuff down, which can help to fight through resistances like what A2 can do. And then you can get extra physical damage, especially if you can make them weak, and extra crit, which can help you with your instant strike consistency. So like that's probably what I would like to run on him, but there's, I just think that there's some better options, but when you have it, like it's still a good arc. It's definitely not bad, and the stats like we talked about, really really solid. I don't think the skills have much to offer for like an end game player, but I think this is an excellent arc if somebody picks it up on a new account. Like this is a lot of value in one arc. Flying Shadow, super nice. I mean, it's on a low rarity arc as well, but still good. Sky High, really low as far as level requirement, super good. Thunder Drive, nice to have. Dragon Slayer, if you happen to not have the other Dragon arc, cool. Though I will say, it's really annoying they decided to put this on the arc and not just give him like Dragon Slayer in special boost or something like innate. It would have just helped his PvE stuff so much. Cause he eats up points pretty quick when I was building him. Cause like you want Doppelhander, you want Sword High boost. You need to take a Slayer. You need to take special boost for whatever the stuff you need. Like he has a lot of mandatory stuff you start getting into that starts eating through some of the variety you can throw on him. So it would have been definitely nice if he just came with Dragon Slayer and special boost, but
honestly, with like how much free stuff is in his original kit already, I don't mind that.
Yeah,
I'll throw on 2 Slayers.
Like, you're right. He is stacked. I'm just saying, like, if his flavor is like murdered a dragon, why do I have to teach him to murder a dragon? Like that's how he got here, bro. He's done it already.
Okay, so when you say for a new player, this arc is great.
Good. It's good.
I don't.
It's good. It's not like crazy OP, but like if you come in and like you can teach Flying Shadow and Sky High and Thunder Drive, and like you only have to get it up to like probably level 4 maybe. I don't remember the exact, but probably like level 4. That's a pretty cheap investment. This is a lot of good boons for your Lanceveil if you picked up both of these or another unit that just like.
Oh, so you're saying assuming they picked up both as a new player.
Well, you could, yeah. Otherwise, just Sky High on most new units usually works.
Honestly, out of all of these, even for a new player, probably just Sky High. Like, but yeah, Flying Shadow and Sky High. That's about it.
Yeah, but like those
I don't
being
see any of the other ones.
Yeah, but those being low level is really nice. Like when it's
yeah, for sure.
So like seeing things like that, kind of like seeing skill charges or Post for Glory on like level 1 or 2 of an arc is really nice. And then like I guess Chivalrous Mindset we haven't seen before on an actual arc. Like it's a good amount of stuff I guess. So if you need it for a niche build, 7 SC is actually like not a bad rate actually for that effect. So like in arena, I totally probably run that actually if I have good enough gear on him.
Yeah, that's really good, man.
So like,
really good.
yeah, 7's pretty good.
For end game, yeah, not new game.
Oh yeah, not new game.
What is this? Nah, new game. This ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah,
for
no,
you.
I'm saying like there's something for people that are not like brand new.
Ah,
so like
okay.
it's a general game ad. So yeah, sorry, I'm not super clear.
I was still thinking on the new player thing.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I understand. I bounce all over the place, so you gotta rein me back sometimes. Gotta help me bring it in. And then Arc Ether, clothing. Again, high strength. Clothed rated stats.
That's cool.
But physical damage minus 12%, which is like
very nice.
Really good on clothes, like the best you can get, and then some more boosts to movement speed, which I love. So like if you're going for a combination of like speed and damage reduction for the bruisery stuff, this is a really good piece of armor. Like, yeah, it's solid. I don't think it's insane. I'd kind of like it to get a like Godforged version eventually. That'd be really nice. But like it's a solid piece of gear.
First we need Zelbias. I swear to God, when they gonna add that thing, dude?
I agree. So
just fucking sitting there.
My only problem as an endgame player looking at this is if I want to focus on like him reducing damage, I'm gonna run God Gold armor. Like for like either it's the minus 15 or minus 25 if you have it plus 40. And then you also, attract monsters to you more. It's got a crazy amount more stats. It lets you run Chivalrous Mindset if you want. So, like, if you want to be tanky, you're not going to use this. This just gives you some movement speed, some stats, and some damage reduction. But, like, if you want to min-max instead for damage, then you'd instead run the Godforged clothes. Like... which is the Berserker stuff, which I can actually probably just go to him because I'm sure I have him equipped, or I'm sure I have it equipped already. Yeah, the Berserker thing. Blah, 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 blah. There. +1 movement speed, and then he gets a Life Brave effect, too. Well, not exactly Life Brave, but a similar Life Brave effect, along with some of these resistances. So, pulls him off from poison, which doesn't really matter, but makes him illness nil, makes him curse resist, gives him much better strength than the other stuff. So, like, if you want to be purely aggro, like, this is your best bet. So, like, min-maxing for survivability, you go armor. Min-maxing for damage, you go this guy. If you just want to be middle of the road or it's all you got, okay, cool, then you use the AER. So, yeah. It's a very good piece of armor, but I'm not overly impressed by it. But
no ailment resistance, come on.
Yeah. That I was pretty surprised that there wasn't something, like especially on one of his specifically, like maybe blind and illness or like one of the two, like to make him nil in one of the slots,
Oh shit, I just dropped my headphones. Sorry. I don't know if you heard that. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
All right, cool. So, arcs, cool. Good stuff. Other thing we got.
You guys want to... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, dude.
I was just going to say, you guys want to give your overall thoughts on the arc and the unit? Just like individual, not like collective or whatever?
Sure.
DK, you want to start?
Man. Bro, I really like him. I think he's a great addition to the set. I think his kit was very well thought out. So kudos to Adis for that. Yeah, honestly, when I saw the review, I really didn't see any downfalls to his kit. I really didn't, which is kind of rare. I always have something to say when I'm like, dude, why didn't they do this or why didn't they do that? I mean, I could have said, why did they put Slayers? But then I was like, but they're saving so much on his free kit.
He is really stacked.
Why would I really give a shit about spending 8 SC or double 8 SC?
Yep.
But yeah, no. So character, I give it a 8.5 out of 10. Just because it is a little bit low on hits for S1 and S2, so you really kind of just rely on that S3. But if I were to, and then arc, I'd probably give it about an 8 out of 10 because you are right. It is kind of strict to the thunder damage. It is only 30%. After using only special. The real biggest thing and the reason why I probably give it an A is because it's our first general pull arc with an actual 2k cap, so it doesn't feel like newer players are left out not getting the UR, because I feel like where all the damage caps are the URs, and that's probably why a lot of people kind of chase them, because to be real with you, not every UR is good. Some of them are just
look at
council.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
they're just not good, and I feel like when people hear you are, they instantly do like, oh, damage cap, and now that we're getting general pull, it's kind of balancing out things a little bit. So that's
Yeah.
why I think, yeah, if you definitely pull it, it's a huge win. Especially, I kind of I understand where Zero was coming from as a new player. I mean, as a new player, it's fun to get damage cap. Like, you're not really caring about all that extra stuff or percentages and
Yeah.
thunder attack damage. You're just enjoying the game, and then you're seeing like these extra numbers pop out. Like, oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah. And I mean,
So yeah, no,
a place where it
great.
can help is like I'm very numb to seeing, oh hey, damage cap increase of like 1 to 2,000 on somebody, and that's just because most of our damage caps are like 20k plus, at which case like the diminishing
Right.
returns is just astronomical. But the place it does come in really big is like if you want to use an older unit, like use that new arc on Thunderbolt Sevia.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean she's got high hit count, she's dual wield, she's thunder, like she actually could probably use that pretty well. Like there's other units and other places where you could use it. You could technically use it on fall. I wish her hit counts were higher, but can't win everything. But yeah, you could technically run it on Swimsuit Alice. Like if you don't have other stuff, because it does have that special boost, and she actually does care about a special boost.
Right.
So it's actually pretty okay on her.
What a way to shit on Council of 10 though, like right after that.
Dude, it's so yeah, I will say I do think anytime anyone gets a UR in general, like all of them are good for something, they're just not all good at everything.
Like when I got Lily Matter, I was kind of like, damn.
Yeah. But like now, just like knowing and seeing some of the different things that you can do and the different ways that you could potentially build units, I would love to have Lily Matter on my account. Like, I don't think the AER is that special. Like, it's fine. But like, its skill to raise your damage cap can be pretty crazy on your various spellcasters, and then like being able to give like the mega boosts to people for magic would be just nice to be able to hand out. So yeah, like it's something, but there's some of them are just really niche, and Lily Matter is one of those that's super niche where like if you're not really using a mage, like there's not a reason to have it. But eventually that tool might be like one of the most valuable things on your account.
Yeah, honestly, hold on, it's been a minute since I've used it, but I think the damage cap is only for magic damage light and dark only, and then the skill is what activates all magic damage.
Oh yeah.
So and you can only use it once, so it's like super weird.
Well, yeah, but like you'd want it to one-shot something. Like you do that when you're like making a meme build that's gonna like when you're just gonna like nuke the big thing,
Yeah.
But
Vaz.
I will definitely agree that like of all the URs, as much as I was hyped up for it, Council really is the worst that we have. Like I think that its AAR is pretty good. Like that flag is a solid
the AAR,
gear.
yeah, that's nice.
Beyond that, like I guess the general cap raise is decently good. Like it's okay. It is for everything, but like it's not enough. And it doesn't have
an anniversary arc, man. No way.
It has no
not
other...
with these new units coming out with crazy caps.
Yeah, it has no other redeeming qualities though. Like it's basically just the AER.
And then you release a general with the same damage cap that everybody was excited for. And the only reason why anybody wanted the Council of 10 was because of the damage cap for all units.
No, they wanted it because they thought that it was going to be free honey elixir one time in a stage, that would have been a UR quality skill.
Oh yeah, like, not skill 10. That's ridiculous.
I mean, Lance's arc may be 2k cap, but it's tied to only one weapon, so
yeah.
But
so it's 1k.
If wants to make up for it though, hand over them UR orbs. Give us like 10 free UR orbs, bro. I'll be happy.
Yeah, they would never do that. There's no way. Too stingy on that shit.
I guess I'll throw my 2 cents on him. I'm gonna be honest. Like he's cool and all. Like I see his traits, his kit, and all that. Like he's definitely, in my eyes, he's definitely a PvP unit. I mean, I tried using him in PvE, but I don't know. He's just not that fun. I just don't see me using him that much in PvE. PvP, obviously, I think he's meant for that. So overall, him as a unit, where he shines is clearly PvP, and he does a good job there. but I'm not overly impressed by him, to be honest.
Yeah.
Mostly because I guess I just I just don't really do PvP, so that part of him just didn't strike with me. So I guess that just kind of affected my like opinion. So he's just
Yeah.
he's okay in my eyes. Like as for the arc, um, it's okay too.
Yeah.
I honestly don't see anything too amazing from it. Damage cap cool, but single weapon tied. Yeah, I don't know. Overall, the arc and him, they just feel okay to me.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm not overly impressed.
Respect.
So Devil
No,
Bone.
no. I'm just
What?
being honest.
Yeah. Devil Bone also did say the movement speed on that AER is +2, so it's tied with machine close. So it is just a straight upgrade to it, which I care about. So it's nice. So that is good because for some reason they made the Godforge armor only be +1. So like if you want to be real zoomy, it's not the place. It does help, but yeah. So that's good to know. I'd say overall, I'm pretty similar to you guys and like DK's rating as well. Like I'd say 7 to 8 on the arc, probably. Like it's got some stuff. It's good for some people, but like it's not crazy. It's not going to change the game in any way, shape, or form. And Lanceveil, I'd probably say is like a 8.5 in general as well. Just because like in PvE, I think that he could be good and probably very good in some very, very niche cases. But like that makes him very non-essential in any way, shape, or form. And then in PvP, obviously he's good, but like PvP alone being like your shining point isn't a reason for me to rate a unit super duper high. So very good, but not a must pull by any stretch, other than the fact that he's just really badass. So people that love Fire Emblem or Berserk, okay, people are excited.
People were saying that,
yeah. So yeah, he's cool. He does also have like some really good art and I think one of the best crafted sprites too. Like his sprite looks really excellent, I think.
Sprite,
pretty nice.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty nice.
Really,
cool.
really
So next thing to talk about, I believe, is we got some more unit buffs.
The buffs.
Yeah. All right, cool. We're gonna do that. So I am in Steam, which means when I open it up, it's gonna do some stuff. So I will take just a second if you guys want to chat about other stuff, and I'll actually try to get it pulled up so we can like look through these.
Did you buff anybody, DK, on the E5?
Let's see. News.
No, I didn't really see anything worth doing, honestly.
What the fuck? You gonna tell me you didn't E5's Lorg?
No, I didn't. I don't really mess with mages, really.
Do you have Goroth?
I don't. That's
he's.
Okay, so I have two general. Goroth got the best buff for sure.
Yeah, he's the only one that I don't have as well in the general pool.
I don't have Gorm and I don't have Goroth at general pool. For some reason, I have every single arc, man, but no on the characters.
Right. I need to.
But if I was gonna E5 somebody, it probably. I was really disappointed in Maddie, man. That really bummed me out.
I mean,
man.
Poor Maddie.
So here's the thing, though. Like Merity and Medine were both pretty great as they are anyway. So like,
busted, bro. I wanted them to be busted.
Yeah. Well. Oh well.
I probably would do Merity over Maddie though. I probably would.
Oh yeah, for sure. We got Tinky.
All right. So this is showed here. Is this actually showing up in stream right now?
Yes.
Yeah, got it. Okay, good enough. Cool. All right.
Oh, not no more. It's
not there anymore. All right.
It's blacked out. You can do window capture and you capture the actual window.
Yeah, I know. I was just hoping I could like do some other stuff.
Plus the text is like super small, so we can't see shit.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, I'll just do that then. Hold on, let me open up Streamlabs. Just annoying, Going in, we're gonna do this.
I'll do the same. Let's see, news.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna open, and we're gonna do. News source.
So, out of all the E5s, who did you like the most? Jaw.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I did Zlorg just because I was already working on him.
You're already working on them. Yeah, well, of course.
And but as far as like liking, I don't like. I know Gorath like got the the best buff, but as far as like actual liking, I think I like Zlorg's better, just because I was working on him.
Right.
Cool. All right.
I mean, that's about it. I was disappointed with Maddie, just like you.
I think we're looking better now. So
I'm surprised she even got it so early. I was actually really shocked on how quick she got hers. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, no, Glock's looking good, better now. And I think it's funny because we actually talked about that
Very
last
excited.
podcast, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm very excited that he's looking better now.
Oh yeah.
Not gonna lie, it's very exciting. All right, we're gonna do this. So sorry it took so much, but there we go. That should be looking huge, and people should be able to read some shit. Cool. Cool.
Oh my god. Here's singing an ice crit raise. Why?
Okay. I mean, okay. I guess she's slightly more consistent. Ice crit raises. Okay, this I'm actually pretty cool with. Just because this helps Icy Guardian, an extra 5% crit rate for free. Okay. Cool. I'm down. Yeah, this pretty minor on the trait increase. Gets an extra 2% for her debuff, but does increase chance to have it lock on, which is good. So like her kind of sub DPS / support role, she's a bit better in, which is cool. I often forget that lock on's a thing, but like that's actually a really good effect. So basically, like if people don't have Tink but they have Medine, like she can help amplify damage while giving you that cap increase, even though it's not as good as Tink. But like she also does damage, so. You know, she's pretty cool. 2 of her skills got plus 500 cap, so yeah, she got an extra 1,000. Nothing crazy.
Amazing.
By any stretch. Yup.
Man, that's
OP.
she's still busted. Question mark.
Yeah, she's. I mean. She's still in the places you want to use her. In the places you want to use her, she hasn't gotten worse. She was still a super good unit for like when things are icy.
She's still good.
That one fight Marta.
Yeah, but like it's a tool. All units are just a tool in our toolbox. Yeah, she's niche.
That's true.
She's niche.
You're a tool, Maddie.
Yeah. The main so the main problem with Medine is Tink got buffed. That's her main problem. She has competition now. Tink's so good. Literally. Tink's so good that suddenly her trait 2, which did not get a buff, like I wish that would have gotten something, like make her, you know, maybe also be 3k or even 4k since it's only 40 seconds long. Yeah, but on wave start, you know, give us 15 SCT to everybody instead of 10. I really wish that we would have seen a trait 2 increase. Yeah, that's the biggest thing that I think is a miss overall. All right. So yeah, minor. I don't think she's probably worth an E5. She's just fine at E4.
Nope.
Other than like, you know, ice crit raise is fine, but like I don't know if that's worth an E5. Probably not.
Hell no. Not the math. You kidding me?
Yeah. Mechanical Merity. Beast Alliance. I'm sure there's a lore reason for that, but cool. I mean, if you want to run it, like I'll take it for free. I won't spend the SC on it, but for free, neat. No track.
She was a little bit, right? In the story.
Probably.
In her story.
That would make sense, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a you thing. You tell me. Did she do stuff with Lilibet or what?
That's a you thing.
It's been a year. I think she is. She's a friend of Lilibet's.
Cool.
So, yeah, that's why she gets Beast Alliance. She's like the nerd of the crew. So I guess they maybe like let her in or something.
The nerd.
The nerd. Yeah. All right. Let me see here. I want to hold on. I'm just messing with some of these sizes quick so I can still see chat.
And no, actually, crit rate is pretty pricey, so I'm glad they gave us that for free.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, I don't normally build a crit build on her, but like it's not bad. Like, you know, for free, it's pretty good. You do it is locked behind E5, so like you have to really want it, but you know.
Yeah.
So one thing I am a little disappointed in, she got a cap raise. I think it was like 2K, right? I think this was 4K before, right?
2K. It is.
I really wish this break went up because like I think that's where she really thrives. She's one of the best breakers we have, if not the best breaker that we have. So it would have been really nice if this went up to like 75% or something. You know, that would have been a nice little ad. When enemy is weak, converts damage over to thunder attacks. She already had that, except we'll see down in some extra stuff. The thing that does that was supposed to apply to all damage, and now it does, which is cool. So, yeah, her ult does it too, I guess. Even though I don't feel she has that crazy of an ult, but hey, it will properly convert if that's something you need. So, hey, cool.
Hey.
Notably nothing that nerfed Immortal Merity, so cool. I like it.
Yeah, I don't think they've nerfed that yet.
I'm down.
We can reason too.
We can keep that.
It's part of our kit.
Yeah, but no, all they'd have to do is they have to change it so that it doesn't count as a standard buff, and then suddenly it works.
Yeah, because it reapplies every single hit. That's the thing.
Yeah, there's other things that apply to your character that don't like trigger the buff thing. sometimes. Like, there's things like that. So it doesn't need to happen. I don't think it was intended for it to count as a standard buff.
Shut up! Shut up!
Shut up! Shut your damn mouth, man. Okay, seriously, they got rid of your cast canceling. You want this to happen too?
No, it's gonna happen.
This
This
actually feels very unintended, you know. Whereas, you know, I could argue for cast canceling. But anyway, also cap increase also applies to other attacks. Yay, cool. So she gets some extra cap raise for crap you don't care about. Sweet.
Nice.
Go Roth, our big winner of the bunch. Really.
Surprisingly, oh my god.
Yeah, I kind of actually want him now. Like, I kind of wanted him anyway because his ult has utility. But now I actually just want him because he looks really fucking fun. So he gets Terror Mouth 2, which you were already definitely putting on him, so that's a straight save. A Giant Killing 2, which we only have on, like, him, Ed, maybe one other unit. But that's just...
T Sevilla.
Oh, nice. I didn't realize you even had that.
Damage cap.
Nice.
I see. I got that with Pride 2 mixed up.
Yeah. So bonus boss damage and like an extra 2k cap, I believe. So sweet.
Yep.
That's especially good for him since like his biggest problem was he was all conditional cap raises before. So like any amount of non-conditional cap raises he can get helps him so much. So like he actually cares about 2k cap. So this is the hugest thing that changes his viability significantly, from what I understand. After defeating each enemy, HP cap increases. Before, he recovered 10 seconds of SCT. They doubled it to 20 when he's at max trait level now. Which means basically, if you can snag a kill on anyone, you just continue to snowball. That's
Wait,
it.
I got him at E4. It says 15 SCT.
They buffed his ranges at each level so that he wasn't as shitty.
Okay.
So he got a similar treatment to like Master Thief Robin, whereas he capped out at 15% before. I think he starts at 10 or 15 at level 1 on MTR. So yeah, they did a similar thing where they just smoothed out his effectiveness. If the enemy is tasty, he also gains a strength increase. And a damage cap increase, which is nice. Only problem is it resets each wave, so that's annoying. But, you know, if we ever get a gauntlet-style match of some sort, going to be really scary. He might even be, like, one of the best units, possibly, because that could be pretty crazy. Like, yeah, it's a thing. And you could also use him in, like, some of those boss fights, like, I guess, like maybe Fall Mega, where, you know, constantly respawning stuff.
Are you gonna melee him?
You can, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't advise it, but you know, people do crazy things. Like, the thing is though, if he's tanky enough and he keeps getting HP cap increase and like you keep on healing, and every time you're killing ants because his S3 could just pull all of them into him and just instantly kill everything, like he might be able to just take some of those fire harvests and just keep healing. Like, I don't know.
Isn't there one that just like one shots you? I thought there were different levels where like just straight up one shots you.
I don't know. I don't think that there is, but I could be wrong. I found them to just be kind of a little bit inconsistent, but I've seen people be able to sit there and just take hits and just not die if they were built tanky enough. It's pretty hard because she hits really, really, really hard. But I've seen it happen.
Give him Celestial Mass, easy.
Yeah. Or just give him Mirage Tower. They're single hits, you know? So yeah. And if he's also on like an ailment thing anyway, like he could be running Venicleave and like something else that like gives blind or even blind research, and he could just be a blind research user on it too. Like, I don't know. It probably would be a train wreck, but I'd love to try him in Full Mega. That sounds fun.
Man, his utility from the time trials that after I used him, his rating for me personally definitely went up.
Yeah.
Just for his utility alone.
Yeah, very, very good. All right, so yeah, so this is where it says that it just adjusted the scaling for all the levels of his Tyrant Stomach, and then increased damage cap from trait 2, so that's been evened out as well. So yeah, his trait 2 just has better damage cap, or more consistent damage cap throughout. It doesn't have a specific though, so I don't know what his natural like unconditional cap actually is, but he definitely looked far, far better to use than what he used to be. And everybody that I've talked to has said that he's super fun now, and they're really happy because they were like he was like their favorite unit. and they couldn't use them because he was so bad before. And they're like, yeah,
well,
he's
good.
actually legit
At least
now.
they can use him now.
Yeah. So that's great. And then the fun one, monster unit update, kind of. Zlorg.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to talk about this man's? Because you've got to be more excited than everybody else about this guy.
Yeah, honestly, after this, the trait 1, when attacking an attribute weakness, chance to devour and inflict temporary -20 resistance debuff to the attribute. It kind of feels like the percentage to proc that actually went up.
You think so?
I've seen it. I feel like it. I feel like they increased it because I feel like I could get level 5s a lot quicker.
Good.
But that could just be me, and it could just be also the fact that I use Dravana on 6 enemies or whatever.
Sure.
But
yeah,
even then, it still felt like he got the procs pretty often and rather quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So he also got an additional 5,000 cap. His trait was 5,000. Now he's got 5,000 more. So 10k on top of his Fairy Compulsion, which is at level 5, another 5k. So 15k cap. That's pretty cool.
That's
I'm
pretty good.
Use them.
That's pretty good.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
And this is the power for level 1 to 4 of skill 3 Heaven's Cold has been increased. That actually makes a big difference because even with Fairy Convulsion at level 5, his S3 definitely felt like it was weaker than his S1 and S2. But now, oh yeah, pretty easy to cap.
I have heard that as well. And I've also been told, I didn't test him very much, but I was told Heaven's Cold has some of the highest hit count of skills in the game, like over 30 on dual wield. So
it's 40, yeah.
It's 40? Yeah, that's insanity. That's so
Crazy.
Good. And I never really did it much, but I did see, I think Tweaks talking about it, and this man's ult can be pretty crazy too. So he has a niche use as a boss murderer with his ult as well, because he's got 28 hits and he has basically a 1 million damage cap on it. Is that right? Or is it 100k? It's a 100k damage cap.
99,999. It can be increased. So I mean,
yeah.
But even if it could be increased, it would be pretty marginal.
Yeah. But either way,
it being that high,
100k for 28 hits. So that's 2.8 million damage if you can make him cap, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
I mean, it's not that hard. At least for me, it's not. That hard,
I guess I haven't tried it much, but I could imagine I suppose I feel like I'd almost have to use Venicleave or something, but I've seen it done unconditionally, where you just start up the match and then you could just do it. I just don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm good enough to make it work.
It's pretty hard.
Yeah, that's pretty great. I like it. I like it a lot. So he's definitely interesting. I'm looking forward to playing around with him quite a bit.
Oh, and they still haven't fixed his amazing damage cap that he gets. If you remember what I posted.
Yeah. Okay. So do you just not want me to say it, just to keep it on the hush? Or what?
I mean,
I want to see some more. I'd love to see more Zlorgs in multiplayer, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think it's. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll say it just because again, no one's probably going to use them even with this cap. So there's this odd thing for whatever reason, Zlorg gets 5k cap in MP per ally. So you got 3, or you got 3 allies, 3 other players, easy 15k more cap. I don't know why that's a thing, but it's specifically towards him, which is pretty funny. Yeah. But I've made use of it. It's pretty funny. He's now at 47k on dual wield.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought I saw you hitting over 45k, which is really funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny to do.
And especially when you got 40 hits. 40 hits at over 45k? Holy shit, man. Insanity.
Lug who?
Lug who, exactly. Love it. And it's also worth noting in general, the basic utility of being able to apply the resistance down debuff on anybody. Granted, it is only when they're already weak, but when you're just trying to push it, that's pretty good. So yeah, I feel like he'd actually.
It was 15, but now it's 20. But hey, more.
Yeah, it's a little bit better. Yeah, I'm just saying, testament to him. I kind of forgot that it was a thing he had, because there's some units that before Maja, we didn't have a light down debuff available in the game. Well, we did. It was Zlorg. Yeah. You could do it with Zlorg, So, he can hit all those elements in a fight as long as, you can already get them a little bit weak. So
People sleeping on him, man.
yeah, I like that he actually seems pretty good. So like these two, both probably best buffs, but I mean, it is worth noting though, like Goroth probably much easier to build. Zlorg is still Zlorg is still not easy to build. He's like a big brain unit.
He needs a lot,
right? Like you,
like 100
really
SC minimum, to be honest.
Yeah, like you need to give this man a lot, and he needs to adjust his build probably for every elemental fight. Like you're not just gonna make him a generic thing that's like, oh, I'm gonna go into this fight because it's weak to thunder, and then I'm gonna start doing thunder stuff. I'm gonna get thunder stacks, and then I'm gonna murder him with thunder damage, and then I'm gonna go over to fall mega, and then I'm just gonna use fire. But no, you have to like make a fire build. Make a thunder build. Like, build him for the fight you're going into, and then it seems like he can put in some work, but you have to do things right.
It's funny you say that, because in all the gates, I've noticed that just having gaze at the end and putting them in the -10 resistance, I've seen that a lot of enemies have negative resistance to light. So what I do is I just bring Giovanna and do the arc skill whenever I see, a ton of enemies that are weak to light.
Yeah.
And then I just run Trishula, and that's it. So he's gonna be light, but he's got Trishula, so it doesn't really matter. So I've found that that's very consistent.
It's a really good tip in general, no matter what fight you're getting into, of like, if you have one of the URs with a damaging skill, the fact that it's time stop free hits, it can trigger those stacks. So
oh yeah,
just remember it's a tool that you got in your toolbox. It's another reason that the stuff can be good. So yeah, beautiful, love it. Okay,
nice.
All right. Anything else that really mattered in this update? Not really. We got his event.
No,
his event is kind of a whatever. Like, it's sort of the same stuff that we've been seeing a lot. The only thing people can, like, I guess, kind of get sort of excited about is we've got the whole like arc ether thing going on, which, like, it's a little hard to get. So if you're running hard, I believe this is the most efficient thing you want to be doing. If you manage to get the double drop, you get 9 tickets, or you get 9 tickets twice. So 18 tickets is the most you can get.
Yep.
But even with stealing, sometimes I'd only get 9, which feels bad. So I'm guessing there is it's a chance on death, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's one on Beast Hunter and one on Death.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's guaranteed on Death. Actually, you know what it might have been? I might have been relying on a friend's, and people might have their Beast Hunters not at max for some reason, even though they're over level 30, in which case... Sus, bro. What are you doing?
Unfriend him.
Yeah.
Unfriend him right now.
You're smart enough to put it on as your ether, or as your support. At least make it good. Anyway, this extra challenge here, 60 tickets... you need to run a bunch of the other ones for 3 orbs each in order to get a bunch of these. But every time you complete one of these, you get plus 2% on all of your arcs for ether. That's pretty good. So when people need it, if you just have a bunch of stuff and you just want to rush some ether progress because you're out of Ethereum or whatever, all right, cool. You can do that. Sweet. Fine. Rewards was nothing special. I'm almost through it, I guess. I don't think there was any gear tied to this. There was not a prism. There was just there was some basic stuff. I think
just souls. Yeah, basic stuff.
Yeah, I think maybe there was mega clusters. I kind of doubt it. But
no.
Wait, in the Lanceveil?
Yeah.
In the event?
No, there's
no. Okay, yeah. So it was very, very basic bitch rewards. So like, there's not much FOMO involved here. The only thing I would say do is to, at a bare minimum, like, you can grab the items, especially the sword, since we don't have that many thunder swords, I guess, and the armor, which is decent. So like, if you're a new player, obviously get those. And then just grab the Lanceveil prism, because you never know. Even if you don't have him, one day you might get him. You want all the prisms you can get, because you never know. They're a hot commodity.
It's funny you say that. Out of all the, like, since the events have happened, if I don't get the unit, I don't get the prisms.
That's so weird that you don't do that.
Big mistake.
I'm like, dude, I don't have them. Why would I get them?
Because what if you do get it, and then you want to use them?
What?
Like,
no.
Because
if I get them, I'll get them. If I don't get them, I don't get them.
Well, okay, but then if you get them, you could have had an extra, usually, like, 2 to 4 SC.
2 SC. Oh, no.
Hey.
It adds up. And then this event will come back, and it will have another prism. Like,
all right, then I'll get it.
It's a marathon. It's a marathon job.
It's 20 gems or 20 credentials to get one. What is that, like $20, $22 in cash that they're giving you for free?
I guarantee
Take it, bro.
I guarantee it's more than that.
If I'm starting for SC, sure.
This is much more than $20. This is like $40.
Wait, what?
Dude, okay,
Prism?
if
You're
you
on 20.
how is it 20? Okay, Step Up gives you 10 for
Yeah.
15. For $15
Yeah.
or $14. After
Yeah.
that, the rate is really bad. So like to get 10 summons after that, you need 3k more crystals. Right?
Oh shit! Yeah.
What is
he's
what
correct.
does 3k cost you in the
That's
shitty...
$80. Oh shit! No,
$80? He said $80.
Another 3k is this, so another 40. So it takes $55 to get one prism.
No, so I take it back. I'm thinking if like let's say you didn't get the character and you weren't gonna get like the paid weapon, the
sure.
the paid step up.
You're
and
saying
then
if you've already
$20.
committed to making stupid financial choices, cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Go get them, I guess.
But we're playing a mobile game, spending money. We're all making stupid financial.
True.
If we're not wasting money, we're wasting time. That's just life,
Exactly,
you know?
yeah.
That's how it goes. Anyway. Fun stuff. All right, so that's Lance. That's the buffed units. That's the very, very meager event that we got. Is there anything else really in-game worth noting? I feel like that's it. It's pretty light.
Oh, we did he did the Zaylord bug. One character came out, the Arc. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It was pretty easy and normal week for Las Cloudia. New character.
Back-to-back limited, baby.
There you go.
Yeah,
Keep it up, boys.
It's really,
Collab.
really chill.
Collab after Lance.
Overall.
I'm calling it.
Future. So what is this? This thing's running 27, 26 days. So that means
Long
that
time.
we will this thing will be available till December, and then therefore we will be getting our New Year's event.
Yep.
In January, and then possibly a rerun or a new collab.
I think that is a
that's
fair
gonna be-
assumption.
That is yes.
I think sometime between
a lot
now,
of it-
money.
yeah, sometime between now and the end of January, I would expect a collab to start.
I was telling Zero that since we got lucky with the step ups, that our collab luck is gonna be.
Oh yeah,
shit.
I already like spited both of y'all on your fucking.
What the fuck?
Spited, bro. I have like a little voodoo doll with like your head
Oh,
and then
no.
a gotcha shrine. And like I've been poking the shit out of your gotcha luck, man.
What the fuck?
So I will say, in this event, look at this background. This looks so dope. So
No,
cool.
I was actually gonna say that. No, I'm actually playing it right now.
Beautiful.
And I was like, holy shit, this background
Yeah,
is
it's
so.
good.
Look at the sky.
Yeah.
Pretty
The
cool.
sky is so rad, man.
So good.
Yeah. I think that's actually. Do we have a lot of interactive backgrounds like that? I don't think we do.
I mean, there's stuff
Isn't
with
that just
there's stuff
in the
that
overworld.
moves. Yeah, there's stuff with
There's-
motion.
Don't we
I
have a
think.
map? Don't we have that map?
Do we? I don't know. Maybe we could.
Yeah.
Ole, Stumped or whatever.
Cold Hide,
don't
I
know.
would
Yeah,
get-
Colhade. It's literally the
Colhade.
map.
Is it?
Colhade.
Okay, I guess I just didn't notice like the big like dynamic like thundering storm and
See,
stuff. in the
as I was
background, yeah.
playing it, I was like, oh wow, that's a really nice level.
Cool. All right. Well, that's all we got. So make it hour and a half. That's not too bad. Actually, a little bit shorter than that. We had a little bit of some breaks and stuff in between. You know, some different things that we had going on. Yeah, I'm assuming right here. Yeah, look at that. Same exact thing. Good call.
Yep.
Never noticed.
Literally. The same
I guess
thing.
I just don't come back here much. You know? Like I don't do any testing over here or anything, so like I'm just not on that map much. So after initial clears, probably just didn't really notice. But all right, well, thanks everybody for stopping by. Appreciate it. I might probably hop on and do a separate stream, just do some hanging
Ooh.
out, a little bit, some of that sort of stuff. So if anybody wants to hang out, we can do that.
Another live doctor session? Wink,
No,
wink.
I'm not scheduled to do any of that, but I can do that. So if anybody is interested in something like that, account review / account help, like some live question stuff, feel free to hit me up in Discord. Also, Jawline has expressed interest in doing things like that. So, if you want somebody with a subpar opinion to come through your account, you can go hit him up
shit.
as well.
What the fuck? God damn.
I'm just kidding. This is the
What
man
did I
that
do? I did nothing.
I'm.
Damn.
That's what I do. That's what I do. I'm kidding. Obviously, John knows what he's talking about. He had a #1 time trial.
I think I will go stream on Twitch myself.
Oh shit. Damn.
Everybody's getting on.
Alright.
So
Yeah.
I've got. We've got links down in the description, so you can go check out people's content and stuff. Hit us up, hang out, have some fun, go forth, murder things, etc. Blah blah blah. And
Yeah,
hey,
guys.
it's Saturday
Right,
night. Drink something.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Encourage
Right.
alcoholism.
Should go give me something.
13, yes, I know you need help. Nobody can save you.
Nobody, literally nobody.
All right, I'm signing out. I'll probably get back on in a little bit. Otherwise, worst case, I'll be in a Discord call. So if anybody wants to come just hang out and chat, come chill. Bye bye, everybody.
All right.